Hey everybody, Randy Kurtz here for the ISB with the tip of the month. So this month I'd like to talk about coming back from an injury. We talk about awareness in regards to how to avoid injuries, awareness of playing, how to relax, things like that. But when coming back from an injury, and this could be something as simple as a tendonitis or a carpal tunnel type of a situation, or something as complex as focal dystonia, where you have a disconnect between the brain and the muscles it goes to, this manifesting itself in the motor actions that we perform, such as when playing, maybe a couple fingers will stick together and you won't be able to get them unstuck, and similar things which lead to problems when playing and can lead to long-term issues. What we do when we're trying to come back from an injury is, again, use awareness. In this way, these problems that we may have when playing that may have been caused by trying to play a passage more rapidly or play longer and maybe taking shortcuts because of that, what happens is this manifests itself also in our brains as sort of a shortcut, and that makes the fingers and the motor function follow, and what happens is we then perform that action the same way. So if we go back to that sort of mechanical action again, and our brain registers that pattern as such, we're going to have the same issues again. So when coming back from some kind of an injury, it's better to do a slow, deliberate practice. Now, technique-wise, we may do a slow, deliberate practice in order to increase our tonal awareness or something of that nature. I'm talking strictly facility-wise. If you're playing a passage, let's say with the left hand, and you want to keep the fingers down on the fingerboard after you've played them, when practicing, when coming back, let's do an exercise whereby you come and you do each finger individually and give it its full range of motion. So rather than holding the note down before shifting to another note or another passage, you would go and simply, again, each finger up and down, giving it its full range of motion. This way, any shortcuts that the brain has sort of latched onto in order to make something go faster again or stronger or whatever it may be, this can be overridden by breaking those patterns, especially when coming back from an injury. For the right hand, that may be something like if you reinforce a finger when plucking, the brain will recognize that and will go back to that sort of default pattern. So better to do a slow, deliberate plucking with the fingers, plucking, or even a bow in the case of a rigid bowing technique. So slow, deliberate practice when coming back from an injury will really help out and try to break bad habits and patterns, and again, foster this awareness. So, Randy Kurtz, always glad to hear your suggestions at drkertz at drketz.com. My book, The Basis Guide to Injury Management, Prevention, and Better Health, always available from your association from my website, drkurtz.com, drkertz.com, in the UK from Baselines Publishing, and as an ebook from basebooks.com. Hope you're all enjoying this beautiful weather, and see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.